guys. So, really quick tonight, we're going to talk about the magician archetype. The magician is our inner manifester. So, basically, this relates to the idea that we all create our reality around us, and there's an inner track in your mind that you're following and you're manifesting in your life. Okay, so you can be manifesting positive or negative depending on what you're always thinking about, what you're always focusing on manifesting. So like if you're always thinking negative thoughts, I can never do that, I can't get ahead, I can't make money, I'm not good enough, things like that, you're going to manifest negative. If you're thinking positive thoughts, I can do this, I'm going to keep trying, I know that I'm worth it, things like that, that's your positive manifestation. So your magician side is making magic in the world. You're bringing your thoughts into reality and creating something beautiful out of it. Or in the case of negative, which would be like your evil sorcerer, you would be creating, not so beautiful, usually tragic. But like your magician side is, like, I'm trying to think, we've got examples of positive manifestors are like Glinda the Good Witch, or Dorothy herself. She's a good witch. She manifests things. She manifests positive things. And, her manifestations are based on her thought processes. When she's afraid, she's manifesting her fears. When she's hopeful, she's manifesting friends, things like that. I'm trying to think of other manifestors in, like, if you've seen the movie Eat, Pray, Love, she goes through this whole journey where she's manifesting throughout her entire journey, which I'm a big fan of Elizabeth Gilbert. I really do love her books and her work. I think she's a great person. I'm trying to think who else would be a positive manifester. I know there's a bunch of them. Like anything where you see a good witch or someone creating something in the world with their thoughts and what they're focusing on, and they're creating magic in the world. That would be an example of the magician. Or like Merlin. Okay, Merlin is a positive manifester typically, and then that tends to, he does things to help Arthur and to manifest positive. And like on the flip side, you have Morgane Le Fay, who was the evil witch. She was the evil sorceress. That's the shadow side of the magician. She was always working against the greater good and things like that. But that also depends on which story you're reading, because typically she's shown as an evil sorceress, but there's also like in Mists of Avalon, she's shown as more human, and she has positive intentions, but has a tendency to go about things the wrong way, or they're just in really tragic, sad situations where they don't have any choice. So, but that's, a negative manifester. Who else? Like the Wicked Witch of the West, she's a shadow side manifester. She's a shadow side magician. She's always going to her dark side. She wants the shoes, and she's obsessed with getting the shoes, so she uses her magic for evil. Who else would be one? There's a whole bunch, like literally any story with any form of sorceress or magician. Like you have, what was it called? There was a movie back in the 80s that I used to love watching. It was a He-Man movie, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like something with an M. Oh no, what was it called? It was a really good movie. Had Dolph Lundgren in it. I'm sure somebody can comment and remind me what it was called, It's oh, Masters of the Universe, right? And I know it's super cheesy, but I totally loved it. And there were good magicians and bad magicians. You know, there's Skeletor and oh, what was her name? Evil something, evil. I don't remember. Um, but they're the evil magicians, and then there's the sorceress who's a white light magician. She's a good sorceress. Um, and there's the little like dwarf guy he does magic and stuff, and you know he's a positive manifester. What else? Oh, there's all kinds. Like if you go through the 80s movies, you can find all kinds of movies about like um, fantasy type of characters. Or like Lord of the Rings, you know, Gandalf is a positive magician, while not Sauron, it's the other one. Sauron was the evil sorcerer. Although Sauron is evil sorcerer as well, but he's more of a not sure what he is. It's not really a being. He's like a abstract concept of a giant floating eye watching over everything, waiting to manifest himself into reality. So I guess he would be an evil sorcerer. He's just not in a physical body. Um, but there's a whole bunch of them. Seriously, like I know y'all can come up with some. Um, but yeah, those are some examples of light side and shadow side magicians. Um, but yeah, I mean it's fairly simple to figure out the magician archetype. You know, it's anything to do with manifestation and magic and bringing your thoughts into reality and creating your world around you. Um, so I think the exercise for tonight that we're going to do is you're going to take some time to listen to your internal dialogue with yourself. So the things that you think about yourself and your life and your abilities and what you can and can't do. And you're going to write all of that down. And then you're going to focus on how you can flip the negative into positive. So how can you change your negative tracks into a positive one? Like I'm not good enough can be I'm totally awesome and you know worth the best, or I deserve the best, or um, like switching something like I'm too fat into I'm working to be physically fit. Um, or what would be another one? Let's see. I don't know. Think of your negative tracks, you know, that are in your mind, and um, focus on how you can change those, so that you can manifest those positive things in the world, and let go of your shadow side that's manifesting, you know, the negativity. You want to try to learn how to control your thoughts and shape them towards what you want in life and towards positivity. Okay? So that's all I got for tonight. It's super late and I need to get to bed. I've been up doing work all night and definitely need to get to sleep. So I will see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.